Next sutra is 36th sutra. Vishoka va Jyotishmati. God is the sole enlightened witness. On getting the darshan of such a radiant being, the waves of the mind get subsided. The enthusiasm of the devotee increases after getting the favorable gesture of the God. The darshan removes the impediments and helps in securing the stability of mind. So we timely should do the darshan of Sant, darshan of the Guru, darshan of Sadguru. And the next sutra, 37th sutra, is Vit Raga Vishyam Va Chittam. By retaining the ways of living and the conduct of dispassionate Mahapurushas in the mind, one's mind becomes stable. By the contemplation on the elevated state, ways of living and attainments of such enabled souls, and by trying to mold our own lives according to them, one gets the mental equilibrium and obstacles are removed. Dream is also a helpful device. In the 38th Sutra, Maharishi Patanjali says, Swapna Nidra Jnanavalambanam Vah. By seeking guidance from the dreams during sleep, one gets the mind stabilized. The impediments start subsiding. Revered Guru Maharaj Ji used a say to that yogi does not dream dreams. Whatever he sees, it is premonition. He sees even in dreams the way to grasp sadhana. He sees what is the progress of clist and aclist learning or leanings of the mind. Whatever one sees in his sleep, it is directed by God. The mind which follows it moves towards stability. So we'll cover other sutra also in this video. 39. Yatha bhitm dhyanadva means whatever has been said about the elimination of impediments, tranquil flow of mind, awakening of samadhi, concentration of mind should be kept in the mind because it clean it. Turning the circumstances towards sadhana, fashioning the intent according to the sadhana is yatha bhimat dhyana. Once when Arjuna was in deep concentration, suddenly tinkling sound of music started jingling. When he raised his head, he found Urvashi. He nymph of the heaven, the nymph of the heaven, the chief dancer of the world of gods present there. Everybody was moved by her beauty. But Arjun saw in her the motherly form. The intent, disorders, or motives which were issued from her beautiful gesture and sweet words were annulled and reversed by Arjun and were tuned towards his sadhana. So he could look to her as a mother. There was a saint performing sadhana under the guidance of Guru Maharaj. One day, he approached the Maharaj to seek permission to set out for wanderings. After he repeated requests, the Maharaj is indifferently permitted him. The said saint had not gone very far. Soon he found small children of the village playing at a place. They, by putting a stick in between their legs, were playing the game of horse riding. Suddenly, one of them jumped and started uttering a rhythmic verse. What? What verse is that? He chant or he say like लंगड़ा चीटा चला रिसाए 9 दिन में बीता भर जाए. लंगड़ा चीटा चला रिसाए 9 दिन में बीता भर जाए. 80 कोस जमुना का तीर कै दिन में पहुंचा वह वीर. On hearing it, the saint started getting ill omens. He inquired the god why he was getting ill omens. Children out of playful, the casual mood often utter such things. Were their utterance aimed at him? God resolved his problem by saying, yes, your position is akin to this. Your Vairagya renunciation is lame. The Yamuna symbolized as yogi is far away. At present, you are not eligible to move out. So he came back. Maharaji used to say, oh, if God becomes kind or favorable, he might issue forth his direction from anywhere, even from a tree or birds or human beings. He is omnipresent, so he might speak from anywhere. Thus, whatever helps sadhana should be grasped and the devotee should continue to move onwards. So, the mind by doing so becomes clean and dirtless and stable. Lord Dattatreya received instructions from 24 sources. Even in a python of heavy weight, he found an inimitable quality. He saw that somehow some creatures come near its mouth and becomes its item of food. Lord Dattatreya learnt from it that a sadhu should not go door to door for his edibles. The python was not a teacher, but even from it, the Lord Dattatreya learnt an enlightening lesson and put it into practice. So we'll discuss another thing in the next sutra. Hari Om.